It's vibrant, it's beautiful, it's trending, it's hot. We are in our brand new showroom here for Melrose in Atlanta. You are used to shopping in C11, which is our holiday showroom. This is a new showroom on the corner between our holiday showroom and E18, which is right across the hall, which is every day. This is our Ekko Infinity Light showroom. It is C17. If you haven't been to Atlanta to see this, this is something worth coming in and taking a look at. But let's just say you're not going to market and you would like to see what's going on with Ekko Infinity Light. I want you to see the vibrancy. I want you to see some of these new designs, some of these upgrades that we're working on for you. Some of these ideas have come from product development. Some of these ideas have come from our sales teams. Some have come directly from you, our customer, who is buying these lights and saying, this is what we want, this is what we want. But a lot of these ideas, a lot of these changes that you're seeing with Ekko Infinity Light are coming from the consumer, the person that's actually the end user who is buying these lights. You know what they like? They like gradient lights. They like multiple colors. They like vibrant color. They like having intricate designs. They like the decals over the top. And so these are the things that they're telling us, not just when they actually are in retail stores talking to the store owners and then they're giving us that feedback direct. Online, they're telling us this when they're shopping, and they're telling us by the lights that they're choosing to buy. We have set up this room in particular just to showcase the difference in our lights and the high quality that Melrose has with the Ekko Infinity Light. I was working in here in January and a customer came in and said, I don't understand something. You have these lights that are so much brighter. They have more lights in the design and they have details like on this pineapple coming across this way. How come you have this and other people in the industry do not? Well, that's a really easy answer, because we're special. We're special here at Melrose, but also because we're the originator. We are the ones that came out with Ekko Infinity Lights first. And so our product development team has said, okay, this looks good, but how can we make it better? And because we were the first, we have been developing longer and we found things that work and they work for the customer. And it might be a large decal over the cost of the top of a light that gives it that effect that we're looking for. You may have noticed immediately as we're walking through here that there's a whole lot of different brand licensing products here in this room in C17. That is new for Melrose, brand licensing is. And the reason that's important for you as a store owner is because you get that transference of emotion. So when a customer comes into your store and they already have a relationship with a brand, they already feel good, they're already passionate about it, they already think that it exemplifies their life and that they can relate to that, it's an automatic. You don't have to work to try to figure out how to get them emotionally moved to make a purchase. They're already emotionally moved. They already like that brand. They're already keyed up and ready to buy. That's really important. And that's why you're seeing a lot of this brand licensing development that we have going on with Melrose, with Ekko Infinity Light, and with other products that are going to be coming to you by holiday. We're still selling a lot of Ekko Infinity Lights for holiday, but extended holidays, things like Halloween. And so the other thing you're going to notice is that we have things like this really large piece that's here. This might be for an entryway. This might be for the outside of your house for Halloween, something like that. A lot of lights, a lot of clarity, a lot of different uses. The customers are coming to us and saying things like, I love these lights, but I want to put one on my golf cart. I want to put one on my ATV. I want to have it in my cubicle at work. I want to have it inside of my car. My daughter, who's in college, said, I want one, but I want it on my door, my dorm room. And so as the customers are telling us this, we're seeing smaller lights coming into development. We're seeing large lights coming in. We're seeing lights that have a vertical appeal, depending upon the placement that you're going to use that for, or horizontal. And so that's why you're seeing these different options when you're coming in and buying. Now, your Melrose sales reps are going to help you with that. So if you're coming in and you're trying to decide which one should I buy, which one should I pick up, they're going to make sure that they look at your order, that you've got a good balance there for your customer base. There's also things that are happening in product development like this. This is I'm going to use the Boo again as an example. The customer said, why are your lights better? And that's kind of a loaded question, but there's things like making sure that our B stands out and it's lined. So it's not just lined once. We're making sure that we have the dark black outline, we have the coloring, we have the outline again, and then we have the white. That's just good product development. That's making sure that no matter where you're standing away from this light, you're going to be able to see it. It has a lot of nice clarity to it. Another question that somebody asked about clarity to me in January was, why is it that other people's lights look cloudy and your lights look really clear? Again, we're just better. That's the simple answer. But we've been doing it longer. And think the first infinity lights came out maybe 5 years ago. And when you do have a better product and you do have a team that's working on them nonstop to make them better, you're going to see it. And you're going to see it when you come into a place like this showroom right here. We're taking a look at the sporty culture lights right now. There's a lot of fandom out there for different sports, whether it's NCAA, MBL, you know, NFL, whichever team that you happen to resonate with. I always say Green Bay. I live in Missouri, but I'm a Green Bay Packer fan, so I always have to point up here to the Kansas City and the Green Bay lights whenever I'm in the sporty culture area. But these fans are already passionate about their team, their college, their sport, whatever that happens to be. And so it's a really easy transition for them when they come into your store in whatever your area you're in, like definitely in Wisconsin, that Green Bay sign is something you should pick up for gifts and holiday. Definitely Father's Day, boom, perfect gift idea. But we have the general sports icons down here too, because the consumer has told us we not only like that specific brand icon and logo, but we also like to make sure that we have a mix to showcase with them. And we're buying sets of lights when we come in to purchase lights, or we're putting them inside of our home or our man cave. If you are a store and you're planning to celebrate the 250th anniversary for the 4th of July next year, your order should be going in right now for the items that are behind me. These are the hottest selling items we have here at Market. They are the all-American lights. I know I'm planning a big barbecue and picnic with my grandkids next summer. I just think, I've already said it. You know, I said to my family this year, hey, this year we might not do a big 4th of July, but next year, 250th, we're going all out. We're gonna have the firecrackers, we're gonna have the picnic, we're gonna invite everybody over to the house, and I'm gonna have some Ekko Infinity lights because my grandkids love gazing into the light and having that experience, especially this one with the stars. I just absolutely love that one. I can just see their little faces. They go up there and I always say, Lorelai, how many lights can you see? Can you count them? And she tries. You can't count them all because it just goes on forever and ever. It's the Ekko effect that you're seeing with an Ekko Infinity light, because they aren't just lights. These are experiences. Anytime that you're looking at one, you're not actually just seeing a light, you're actually having an experience. So that is something you want to make sure that you get in. You want to get your order in for 4th of July now for next year. These are going to be hot sellers for you. Make sure you talk to your Melrose rep about the 4th of July lights that we have. I'm going to collect $200 now and take you over into the holiday section. We're just going to slide on over here. You probably know that Ken and his design team have decorated with EkkoLights inside of our showroom many times, especially the holiday ones. We've seen some great displays that they've put together. We've seen some that are dangling from the ceiling. We saw the parachuting Santa coming in. We've seen some nice, clean, the all white and silver lights that come in for the trees or the reindeer. We've seen those in elegant displays, but we've also seen fun and happy ones. We've seen waving snowmen, and we've seen some of the, you know, the penguin with all the Christmas lights that he's tied up around. That one's been a fun one that we've had. But we've put these inside of wreaths. We've hung these for pieces that go on front doors. And we've also had them inside of designer trees. If you're a store and you're thinking, I like the EkkoLight, but I do not want to paint my store black to bring these EkkoLights in and sell these to my customers, I have good news for you. You do not have to do that. That is not necessary. We do it here so the buyers can come in and they can make that comparison. They can look at our lights, they can look at them lined up, compare one light to the other light, and then make the best product selection for their store. Inside of your store itself, you're going to stick to the same merchandising rules that you have for everything else. Showcase your merchandise, build a relationship, bring the viewer into the display, and engage them. It's the same way that you're going to sell any of your other lighted decor, any of your other decorations that you're bringing in for resale. Do it the same way. We've seen it. We had these candy canes inside of a designer tree that we did a couple of years ago. These sold unbelievably hot and fast when we put them inside of the tree, because you could see on both sides of the candy cane. So no matter where you walked around the tree, you could see that. Showcase your lights the same way you would your other merchandise. You do not have to paint your store black to bring these in. In that same vein, you can hang them in your window. You can put them on a tabletop. You can hang them from the ceiling. You can actually sit these down on the floor. They have a nice base on them. They all come with that nice base. They're going to sit up nice for you wherever you decide to place them. You don't have to have them necessarily in a corner all by themselves. You can mix them in with your other decor. And actually, that's the way that most of our stores that have been the most successful have sold them. They've incorporated them with their other items that they have in their other displays. So whether you're looking for a 6-foot tall Santa, he's one of our absolute top sellers. Hello, Santa. or you're taking a look at something new and fun, maybe something that you want for the kids' room or the grandkids' room. In my case, I'm always looking for something for my little grandkitties to engage with and have fun with. We can supply that to you. Now, if you're going to be coming to market either in January, you want to come in here and you want to take a look at C17, we would love to have you in here for that. But if you have not seen an EkkoLight, you want to talk to your Melrose sales rep about this. This is something that has been around now for about 5 years. It continues to grow, it continues to trend for us, and we want you to be able to see the difference in the quality that we have for Ekko Infinity lights.